Hello everyone. Today we are going to be taking a look at how to prepare egusi soup, and these are the ingredients I'll be needing for this delicacy. First of all, I'll start with my fish. I have my stock fish here, my dry fish, and I have my pomo. I have my beef. This is the egusi, also known as melon. And this is the tomatoes that I'll be using. This is the cow leg. I'll be adding cow leg to it. These are the spices I'll be needing: salt, pepper, snow cube. This is my palm oil, and this is my vegetable. You can see that I have two kinds of vegetable here. I have the pumpkin leaf, which is popularly known as ugu leaf, and this is the uziza leaf. Yes, it gives it a very good aroma and taste. But if you don't want to use uziza leaf, it's fine. You can just make use of your pumpkin leaf. Yeah, so I'm going to be preparing this thing. I'm going to break my fish, remove the bones, wash the pomo very well, wash the meat and parboil it, and also the cow leg. I'll be washing it and also cook it very well. The tomatoes, I will process it. I will blend the tomatoes, the pepper and the onions. So I'm preparing all of this, so when we come back, everything will be ready for the soup. For the cow leg, I will boil it without spices. When I'm boiling it, for it to if I want it to get soft easily, I need to boil it with pressure pot without spices till it's getting soft before I'll now add the meat, add other things, and add the spices. So let's go and prepare these ingredients for this delicacy. Adding my cow leg. Like I said, I'm going to boil it. I'm going to cook it very well without spices, and this will help it to get cooked and soft on time. Let's see how the cow leg is doing. Yes, it's doing very well. So I'm going to add my meat at this point and my stock fish. I've not added any seasoning, so I will allow it to cook very well before adding seasoning. Yes, let's see how our meat is doing. Yes, it's doing well, still on the fire. You can see I've not added anything, but this time I'm going to be adding my seasoning. Put some onions, add my spice, my nut cube, salt to taste, so I will close to cook for another 10 minutes. So I've added my spices, so I will close to cook for another 10 minutes. Yeah, let's see how the meat is doing. The meat is ready. It's ready for the soup. Yes, at this point we are ready to cook our egusi soup. Everything is prepared and ready. This is the blended egusi. This is the washed smoked fish. This is the pomo. This is the onions, the crayfish. I like a lot of crayfish in my soup. If you need that unique taste, that unique taste for your soup, use a lot of crayfish and you'll come back to thank me. So this is my blended tomatoes, this is my palm oil, and I also blended onions. I'm going to be mixing the onions with the egusi. I'll also mix the onions with the tomatoes when frying, but I just blended it separately. And these are my leaves. They're already ready. This is the pumpkin leaf. This is the uziza leaf. So everything is ready. So at this point, the pot is already on the fire. I'll add my palm oil. Add my palm oil. I like a lot of palm oil for my egusi soup. So it's already hot. I'm going to add my onions to fry. Yeah, my onions. Add my onions. Allow to fry a bit. Right now, I'm going to add my tomatoes, the blended tomatoes. I'm going to allow this to fry for some time. Just allow it to fry. While allowing it to fry, I'm going to be mixing my egusi and my onions together. So this is the egusi. I'm going to pour the blended onions. I'm going to pour some portion inside the egusi to mix it. I'll add more to it. I don't want it to be too light, so I'm just watching. I'm still going to add more to it. Yeah. I'll keep stirring and mix the content very well. I will stir this till it's completely dissolved. I'm going to stir very well. See, stirring very well. As you can see, it's completely, the onions is completely dissolved into the egusi. Okay, so at this point, let's see how our tomatoes is doing. Yes, at this time, let's see how the tomatoes is frying. Yeah, I'll keep frying. It is very dry. Yeah, the tomatoes is very fried right now. Very fried. So at this point, I'm going to add my meat stock. I'm going to add my meat stock. Adding my meat stock. I will still need more water. Adding more water. Adding my crayfish. Stir. Right now, I'm adding my spices, the nut cube. Remember, I already blended some pepper in the tomatoes, but I'm still going to add little pepper to the soup. Adding little pepper, grounded pepper. Add some salt to taste. Add my meat, the meat, everything, the stockfish, cow leg, the beef, adding everything. I'm also adding my pomo. Then at this point, I'm going to stir. My egusi soup is forming already. Everything is here. So I'll add the fish. The fish will come in a bit late because I don't want it to break inside. So I'm going to cover this and allow it to cook for like 10 minutes. Then we'll come back to see how the soup is doing. Now let's see how our soup is doing. This is what it looks like. Yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm going to stir. At this point, I'm going to be adding my egusi, which is known as melon. I'm going to be adding my egusi to this content. So I'm going to be adding my egusi. To stir a little bit. I'll just stir. I'm not breaking the egusi completely because I want the soup to form seed. So I'll just match it a little bit inside and cover and allow it to cook. So I'm going to cover it and allow to cook for 10 minutes. Let's see how the soup is doing. Yeah, I can stir now. See how the soup is doing. Yes, soup is doing very well. Very well. At this point, I can add my fish. At this point, my dry fish, and stir. Our egusi soup is doing very well, as you can see. It's not too thick, it's not too light. I will still cover it and allow it to cook for another 5 minutes. Yes, after 5 minutes, let's look at how our soup is doing. It's doing great. I'm going to stir. Wow. Wow. At this point, I'm going to be adding my vegetable. That is the last thing that comes into the soup. Then our soup will be ready. Yes, I'm adding my vegetable. Like I said before, I'm using 2 kinds of vegetable, the ugu leaf and the oziza leaf. If you don't want to use the oziza leaf, you can just use only your ugu. But I'm going to be using the 2 because the oziza gives it a kind of taste. When you use it, you will come back later to tell me thank you. Yeah, I'm going to stir now. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, just keep stirring. Wow. This is looking yummy. I'm going to add a bit of water. As you can see, it's a little bit thick, so I'm just going to add a little bit of water. It's a little bit thick, so I'm going to add water to it. So I'm adding water, and I'm going to stir and allow it to cook for another 5 minutes. Then our soup will be ready. And this soup, you can eat this soup with pando yam, whatever swallow, semo, wheat, just name it. See our soup. Look at how the soup is doing. Really looking beautiful. So I will just cover and allow to cook for another 10 minutes. Then our soup is ready. Yes, let's see how the soup is doing after 5 minutes. Yeah, wow. So the soup is ready. I'm going to be turning off the heat. The soup is ready to be served. Dinner is set. Dinner is ready. Yes, I'm turning off the heat right away. So please join me, let's have dinner. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you like what you're seeing, please like, subscribe to my channel, and comment. Thank you. Keep eating healthy.